Who knows?
Hello, YouTube. We've never been on YouTube Live before, but here we are.
Feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't look anything up ahead of time. I was like,
And what is YouTube Live? I don't even know.
we can go live,
How can
and we're doing it.
Can
So
you
here we
tell
are.
somebody's on?
All right, so for those of you who don't know,
I'm Tanner the Planner.
so we have one of the largest houseplant social media followings in the world, and for the past about 7 years, coming up on 7 years, my wife and I have been doing a live sale. So we are actually about to go live on our app, the Tanner the Planter app. But we thought we'd come on YouTube as well because there is a lot of education that goes on our live sales.
Tons.
So we figured you guys should come along and you can learn about plants. But if you want to buy anything, then you'll have to go over to our Tanner the Planter app, which
Yes.
you can find in your app store.
No spaces on the app. It's Tanner the Planter. And it's a much better experience on the app, but we've never done a nighttime live sale. We're just going to do it.
Yep.
See what happens. I'm going to hit the go live button. Are you ready, baby cake?
I'm ready. Hey, multi-dragon, howdy, 1313.
Can you tell if people are on?
Sorry guys, we don't really know how this all works, but stick around for some houseplant
Sorry,
education.
this leaf is in my way. I can't see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And again, if you want to buy anything, though, you'll have to go over to the app.
And we can't really answer your questions here either. Are you okay?
So you guys also know, I don't want to offend you, but like we do have thousands of people get on our live sale that we're about to get on right here.
So we're going to be talking up here.
We're going to be talking up here.
You're just a voyeur.
And Erica will be in the chat right here answering the questions from the live sale because they be pouring in.
But not from YouTube. I won't be able to see the YouTube questions.
I can see the YouTube questions.
Boy, this sounds like a really fun show, doesn't it? Hi, we're going to ignore you.
No, I can see the YouTube questions.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, when we are doing the live sale, we are presenting and talking about plants, so we may not always ask your questions, but we're not ignoring you.
Answer your questions.
Yeah, answer your questions. We're not ignoring you. We're just doing other things. But we thought it would be valuable still for YouTube to hear all the information.
It will be. Okay, I'm prepping for a swap sale while you're working.
Oh, perfect.
That's
Swap sale.
exactly.
How
That's really fun. A lot of times people do work while we're on. They say it's relaxing. So let's go relax. You ready?
All right, we're relaxing.
All right, I just hit the go live button. This is our first nighttime live sale.
True, we've never done it so late at night. Usually we go live at like 6:30.
We were busy today though.
Yeah. All right, baby, you ready?
We're ready. Let's go. He added on the kiss about a year ago. You did that. Hey guys.
Hey everybody, welcome to a pop-up. Surprise, surprise. Don't go to bed just yet.
It is Tanner the Planner After Dark, and I'm just here to say photosynthesis might not be happening now, but plants are happening now.
Wow. Photosynthesis happening on my forehead. We got some sun today. And I got a little sunburn, first sunburn of the season. So what do you know about it?
Tanner and Adam were out there. Oh my gosh, they were so disappointed. They went out there to set up the greenhouse. And then we noticed we were missing a couple of things that we needed to be able to assemble it. Our bad.
It was driving us crazy though. So they delivered this. You guys have heard about the greenhouse saga. They sent us the greenhouse and a pallet. And it's one that you assemble yourself. You know, it's like a DIY backyard greenhouse sort of thing, but really high quality. But you know, whenever you're assembling these things, you always drive yourself crazy. Being like, I know I'm missing a piece somewhere. It's got to be me because they wouldn't make the mistake.
Of course, it wouldn't be the company. I mean, IKEA never would mess up.
Yeah, it's not IKEA.
I know this isn't IKEA, but similarly.
So Adam and I are like scouring this thing. We're watching YouTube videos. We're ChatGPT. We're over the internet. Everything. You know, come to find out, they just didn't send us a whole bunch of parts, like tons of parts. So we were out there for like 3 hours trying to figure it all out. I finally get a hold of them on Instagram. I called them. They're in Latvia. And anyway, so we got that all squared away. You guys, let's get into the live sale. Huh?
Tara says, what caffeine all you're working on? Off of
no caffeine, but we
tea.
do have some lavender mint tea we're going for.
And it's iced.
It is iced because it'd be hot over here in North Texas.
Yeah, today was hot. Well, not today. Yesterday, this weekend. Maya's baby shower was like the hottest day of the year we've had. It was like not in the 90s already, like really, really warm. But it was a beautiful day anyway. I'm so glad that all of our normal people are on. Of course, any of you new people, we're happy for you too. But it's cool to see that our normal audience is probably later into their evening routine, maybe even already in bed.
You never know.
On the East Coast, and they're here for us. So thank you for that. All right, you want to get started?
I reckon we ought to get started. Okay, will you scroll down? I forgot which plants we can start with, ooh, oh, which one did you want?
This side is what we started with.
All right. Okay, so we've got the Ring of Fire variegated right here. This is in a 4-inch pot, of course. So this plant grows much larger than this and actually climbs. Most people don't realize that it climbs. It's known for its variegation. Of course, it kind of comes out a little bit peachy. It's a very light pink, and the leaves do get much larger. The whole plant gets much larger when you give it the proper light, which is bright light, and something to climb, honestly. I always like to give it a trellis or a moss pole or a fence picket, anything really, to support it as it goes upward. So bright light for sure. You guys can let everybody know why bright light. How can I show you this plant? And you automatically know it needs bright light.
I can tell. Why don't you show our YouTube audience too? We're on YouTube tonight too, just for fun.
We've never been live on YouTube before, but you can see down the laptop right at the very
We've
bottom.
never done it before.
Yeah,
there's
it's fun.
A whole 9 people on.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks, Multi-Dragon. So we give them bright light, like I said, yes, because of the variegation. Anytime you see this high variegation, you want to give the plant bright light. And then we water when they are about 25 to 50% dry. And if you would like one, you can comment sold.
108.
108 for the variegated Ring of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, how was y'all's Monday?
Good.
It was good. It was weird though, because today the 2 big things on our agenda were, I had a big meeting this morning, and we were going to put up the greenhouse because it was a great day for weather. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like in the 90s. It's actually pretty mild, the most mild weather we're going to have for the next foreseeable future. And so we're like, let's get the greenhouse up. Well, the meeting canceled and the greenhouse didn't work. So come 3 o'clock, I had accomplished big fat goose egg.
Tanner loves getting nothing done in the day.
It's his favorite so thing. Annoying.
He hates it. He's a very productive guy. So, a couple monkey wrenches derail a couple of things, and all of a sudden it feels like we did nothing today.
Yeah.
I did a lot though. I processed all the local pickups.
Good for you.
And I took a bunch of plants to the store because we were looking a little bare after the weekend. Thank you for stopping us. If you didn't know, we have a brick and mortar store called Famous in Oregon, home of Tanner the Planter, located in Prosper, Texas. Prosper, Texas is only just right outside Dallas. It's just right there. Huh, Lisa? Lisa's on. No, it's about 45 minutes north. But a lot of people come from the Metroplex to shop us, and we're lucky because we also get people that come on a regular basis from other states. Oklahoma's a big one because it's close. But we have a destination shop, so people do travel from all over to shop our plants and to get a glimpse.
Does anyone know
this guy?
Does anyone know what? It's probably there for the cat. Does anyone know? We've mentioned this on the live sale a few times before, but what is the farthest distance anyone's ever traveled to come to our store? Does anyone know?
Oh, I know.
The country. Does anyone know?
It's not the United States.
It's not in the United States.
Ooh, YouTube
all right.
A comment. Who is it?
They're on a buying hiatus, so I switched from the app just to raise your numbers over here. Hey, appreciate ya. Thank you.
Appreciate the support.
A lot of you guys did some watering today, did some work. Amazing. Back from a cruise.
I'm loving our new routine in the morning. Get up. Tanner makes coffee. It's fast because we got a coffee pot. We're not doing single cups anymore.
I didn't realize all these years, Eric, I've been making coffee every morning for 10 years.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Erica never liked it.
You're so full.
She likes the fast coffee. No, I had no idea.
No, that's not what I said. It's quick and we can have more than 1 cup. So that there's value there.
That's right, Roxanne. It's South Africa.
There's value there.
Oh yeah,
because we can have more than 1 cup. And Tanner likes to do these little micro doses of coffee. He's like the cappuccino guy, and I'm more like a sipper. Like I want to enjoy it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And so I love being able to go out there with my coffee cup and water the plants and check on, I call them my outdoor girls.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of plants that we put outside. Anytime a plant isn't looking its best because it's been dropped or, it's too big to be a second chance plant or maybe even too ugly to be a second chance plant, which we just released more second chance boxes, you guys, tonight. There were some on pre-authorized and I did like 8 more because I pulled a bunch of second chance plants today, so I know we have the makings for them. And it's just nice to be out there and seeing the progress. We already can see huge progress, like on the billy.
Yeah.
The blooms on the billy are starting to pop.
Yeah, a couple of them are starting to pop open. I'm interested to see. It's so funny. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we'll get back to showing the plants here in a second, but we brought home a really big philodendron. You know, we're in North Texas, so of course the philodendron is not native to North Texas. So am I the only one that thinks about that? You guys let me know this, but I think it's going to be hilarious. Obviously, it's not going to be hilarious, but if you put yourself as like a little bug and you see this plant and you're like, what is this? Never seen this plant before. What kind of pollen is this? And either they really like it or they don't at all. They're like, this philodendron pollen. What is this? Because they would never, I mean, these bugs would never see a philodendron
Not
ever.
here. No.
And philodendron don't usually bloom, period, anyway.
And not like that.
Not indoors and not like that.
That one's going gangbusters.
So I just feel like that's such an out of insect body experience for the local insect group. Anyway, that's what I think about. Let's show another one. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
We ship all over the country also, like you were saying, but we do have a brick and mortar store locally. Okay, so this is the Hoya kalistafila. And Baby Cake, I'm going to need a photo of them on here because the leaves are definitely cool. Don't get me wrong, the leaves are really cool. But you're going to need to show them the flowers because the flowers are really where it's at least that's what most people care about. Now, these are semi-succulent. The leaves are quite leathery.
I love the kalistafila bloom, you guys.
But if you want to, show them that flower,
okay,
baby.
Okay, there's you too.
I think I'm just going to have to get
there's
up
the
because
flower.
I have to charge my phone, and so it has to be on a different setup. I think I'm just going to stand up, to be honest.
There you go.
Otherwise, we'll just be so far away all the time.
Look at these blooms, though. But you'll come back, right? I'm going to miss you.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to get up and down for every plant, right?
No, but your cute little face.
I can't see what I'm doing.
We got it. I've seen it. Give me that so I can get on to the next one. Oh, I hope I shaved for y'all, YouTube.
Can you see this? Okay. So this is the Hoya kalistafila. It's a trailing plant. It's just small right now. These are old runners that were going on right here. You don't want to cut off your runners.
Andrea, that's hilarious. Like as a teenager, when we began to get kiwis in the grocery stores in Minnesota, that's how much your bugs will enjoy these new plants in your yard.
Exact same thing. I remember on
that's what I think bugs do. I don't really know.
The Little Women movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
Where on Christmas morning they had an orange, like one orange for the entire family, and it was this huge delicacy.
Oh.
Everyone would smell it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
I agree, Denise.
Because they are semi-succulent, meaning they have a little bit of water storage in their leaves, they're quite leathery. We let them dry out about 50 to 75% in between those really thorough soaks, all right?
Hoyas are the perfect plant if you don't want to water often.
Yeah, I agree.
But you have to put them in bright light. You want them to bloom, got to put them in that bright light.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you why you want them to bloom. Because you saw the bloom. It's amazing.
All right, baby. Comment sold.
Yes, 110.
Whoop, 110 for that one.
Yes. All right. Yeah, you should have seen Tanner and I when we were first getting to know each other and first starting to date. I had watched him experience so many new fruits. Apparently, the fruits in his house were only for his mom. That's what your sister says.
Yeah, the fruit was not allowed for the kids. Next
really?
Up, yeah.
So I got to watch him have his first papaya.
Yeah.
And grapefruit. You can go. You can show him the plant.
My first mango.
We don't need to keep talking about it long term. You can show him the plant. There you go.
So this is the Dracaena marginata. This is the bicolor version because it has lots of different colors actually. And we love this tree because it's very versatile. It can go in a lot of different areas. It doesn't kick up much of a fuss towards in-home conditions. It's one of the best plants. It's one of the best trees for an indoor scenario. So much so that we have two of them. I have one on my left right here, and I have one on my right here. They just offer a really whimsical sort of look. Right here, it doesn't look whimsical, but the branches actually will just do whatever. They just go and go and go and take on whatever shape nature has in store for it. It just kind of goes, and it's very random and very Dr. Seussy, which we love. But the leaves are very symmetrical and rigid, so it's kind of a balance between the two things. So we give them bright light for the best result, knowing that they can survive lower amounts of light. But in lower amounts of light, they may lose some of that pink ribbon you see on the outer margin. And then we water them when they're about 25 to 50% dry, okay? But these plants are very forgiving, so great for beginners. If you'd like one, you can comment sold.
109.
109.
The coloramas are so cool. It's a very similar plant.
I do like that.
Each plant has a shipping cost attached to it. Each plant needs to be handled. Our packers and our shipping is amongst the best in the biz. I'll just go right out and tell y'all. And each packer on a good, like our average packer can handle about 9 plants an hour.
That's a very high average. I'd say the average is closer to 7. 7
Our
or 6.
best packers get about 9.
Yeah,
9 to 11.
Hunter can get about 13. Most of them really settle in around 6 to 9.
Mm-hmm. So there's the handling piece.
Yeah.
It's not just shipping when you're talking about plants.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, this is a dangerous one. I gotta be careful.
Oh, that must be Egan fam. It doesn't show your name, Stacy. Oh, watch out! There's a rattlesnake. Watch, it's especially funny on YouTube.
I wrangled
You just
it.
see the pot going. Let me show you YouTube.
This is the rattlesnake Calathea.
The Calathea rattlesnake.
This is
She's praying.
prayer plant. So yeah, at nighttime it kind of folds up its leaves in this praying sort of motion, showing its really beautiful purple backs. And then at daytime, during the day, they're out like this.
Display a little more outward.
So we give these bright light, and we water every time the topsoil is dry. They are also pet friendly, so they're not going to talk crap to your cat or your dog, because they are pet friendly, not pet unfriendly. These will get about 3 feet tall. They get pretty substantial. Eventually you'll probably want to put it on the floor, but make sure it has that bright light. If you put it in too low of light, it's going to be difficult to care for. In medium light, it's fine, but bright is definitely best. And then you water every time the topsoil dries out. It's really, really simple. You just touch the topsoil, come by every 3 or 4 or 5 days, touch the topsoil. And if you feel moisture, just walk away.
And come back later.
And come back in a couple of days until you are able to touch the topsoil and you don't feel any moisture. And then you soak the entire plant. Remember, you can't overwater in terms of a quantity of water.
Correct.
You can only overwater in terms of a frequency. So for example, if you didn't let the topsoil dry out in between watering, let's say you come by and you touch the topsoil and it's wet. And you're like, well, but it's been 6 days. And last time I watered every 4 days. And now it's 6 days. I'm just going to water it. That's overwatering. That's where you're most likely going to get root rot. Just wait for that topsoil to dry out. And that's when it's going to get soaked. Don't get in the trap of watering on a schedule. I see more people fail with their plants by watering on a schedule than almost anything.
The truth. We helped a lady repot a giant plant in store. Not really helped. We guided her.
This is comment sold 111, by the way.
And she kept asking me that. Okay, but how often?
Yeah.
Okay, but once a week?
And you'll say, you know, once all the soil dries out, that's when you do it. And they still want
our
an interval.
Brains, as human beings, want to know how many days in between waterings, and that's just not plant care. That's what I told her. I said, that's not a thing in plant care. And she's like, really? And I said, yeah, there is no schedule. You can check it once a week. Absolutely.
They tell you, like the care bags will tell you how many days to water in between just to get you off their back.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's just an arbitrary answer. They have no idea. They don't water them every 10 days or every 14 days. In greenhouses, plants get watered almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the plant, a lot of them get watered every day.
Absolutely, because there's airflow, light, plenty of
all of the elements that help them dry out much faster.
But I'll tell you, I'm going outside and checking on my outside girls, and sometimes right now, because it's not hot yet, although the temperatures are nice.
Yes, Stacy.
It might be 3 days before watering is needed on some of them right now. But closer to the summer, like real summer, and absolutely in the middle of summer, it'll be watering out there twice a day some days.
Easily.
Yeah.
For us.
This is the best Calathea. If you are afraid of Calathea, this is a really good one. Never a plant with pests. This variety of Calathea is the most pest resistant we have found in our experience. It's probably a coincidence. I'm not 100% sure why. But did anyone notice anything a little more sparkly on Tanner today besides his nice sunburnt forehead? Why don't you show him, babe?
Erica proposed.
He said yes.
This is really dumb. Okay, I'm gonna show you this.
How about just go like this?
That I'm not a woman. Here you guys, there you go.
Oh,
But should I
that's
show them
funny.
what you wrote on the inside?
Yes.
Erica surprised me. This is something that Erica and I say to each other all the time. I don't know if you'll actually be able to see it, but she had it.
It says, "You and me, baby."
You and me, baby.
Isn't it cute?
I really like it.
I thought that Tanner needed a a ring that matched his watch a little bit better for his author days.
Which is funny. This was like $15 at a vintage sale. This one was not $15 at a vintage sale. But they matched. So that's good. All right, next up we've got a super beginner friendly. This is the Aglaonema Lucky Red. We still have some of these guys. I am so shocked because this is a beautiful, beautiful plant and they're really easy to care for. They'll grow up to be about 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide. They're going to put off a lot of babies after this, so it's not just the one plant. They do pup quite a bit, so you get a really full, bushy looking plant. They stay pretty low. They're really easy to care for. We give them bright light, and we water when they're 25 to 50% dry. But one of the things that makes them so easy to care for is just the fact that they can do bright light. Yes, they'll do the best in bright light, but you can put them in low light, and they're perfectly fine as well. Also a great one for waterculture. They have beautiful roots. But if you'd like one, you can comment sold.
107.
107 for that one.
There you go. Oh, Melissa says her son wanted one like that for Christmas. You know what? Vintage watches have made a comeback because Maya was wanting one also.
Yeah, this one didn't work at
yeah, we fixed it
at a market, and all I did was had a pop-up battery in there. This is actually a Carpenter's Union watch. Isn't that funny? And I don't know who gave it up, but
somebody
I really
crazy because it is. You get so many compliments on that.
I do get a lot of people always ask me like, is it something fancy? I'm like, dude, it's a Union watch.
It was probably given away at like a company picnic or something, you know, or Christmas,
or like a mark
golden
of like 50
handshake.
years or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's perfect for you. I love it.
All right, this one is a peperomia. Which peperomia is this one, baby? Or do you have this one up?
I don't. Adam, what's this one?
No, I ain't playing those games. We're skipping it. So I guess that's probably the same for this, right?
Let me look. I know what that one is.
Okay. You can start looking up that one.
This one?
Yeah, this is the Cereus spiralis. Cereus peruvianus spiralis. So you see that tall cactus right behind Erica? That's a Cereus peruvianus. So that's a standard columnar cactus, meaning it just has that one column that goes straight up. There is a second cactus in the bottom of the pot as well, but that's what this one is going to be also, but except it's just naturally spirals on itself. A lot of people ask us if we twist them or how do we get our cactus to continue to twist? You don't have to do anything. That's just how it naturally grows. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
In nature, I don't know why this would be an advantage, but there's a reason that it adapted this way. I just don't know what it is.
I think it has to do with like the water.
Yeah, it's almost like
like it's funneling.
It's like a helix thing.
Yes.
It's almost like it would grab onto it better as it kind of goes around. I don't know. Yeah, that would make sense though. So we give these bright light. These cactus can handle the brightest light that you can offer. So just give them your best light and then only water when it's 100% dry. And I can show you how to test that really quickly. We use a method that I developed with chopsticks. It's called I call it the baking method.
Yeah, I read one of your. There's already a couple book reviews out.
Yeah.
And there's one, and the lady said she gave it 4 stars out of 5.
Thank you.
And her reason was nothing earth-shattering. I'm like, are you kidding me? We cracked the code on watering in this book.
Well, there's nothing about plant care that is earth-shattering. It's just different understanding.
Right. I thought that was such a strange thing. Like, what was she thinking? We were going to say
I came up with a new discovery.
Plants were actually aliens or something, you know? Come on.
I came up with a tool that tells you everything you want to know in real time. Yeah.
With something you probably already have laying around the house.
Yeah.
You know?
So this is the book for the love of houseplants. It's coming out. I think there's like 20 some odd more days until it's officially launched. April 14th. Very,
it's
very
coming
excited.
up. I know. It's doing so well, you guys. And tomorrow is our big interview. We're excited about this.
With this old
This
house.
old house from PBS has asked Tanner and Erica Mitchell, Mrs. and Mr. Tanner the planter,
That's
Mr. and Mrs.
I know what you mean.
We're gonna be grandmas.
Yeah,
If
Eric
that's
always says
along
we're
that
going to be
same
grandmas.
line.
Let's be one, baby. Hopefully AI makes a way that we can just fuse ourselves together. That's what I'm going for. So this is the chopstick method. We want all of the soil to be dry in between watering, but obviously you can't see if all of the soil is dry in between watering. So what do? Grab yourself a chopstick, put it all the way down to the very bottom, and when you bring it out, if you see any wet soil on there, or if you feel any wetness on the stick, then it's not ready to be watered, because that means the chopstick picked up moisture somewhere in the pot. You can test a few different places for the highest accuracy, but that's about it. You'll hear us talk about 25, 50, 75, and 100% dry. You can use the chopstick method for that. We'll also talk about topsoil dry, but those plants are a little bit more uncommon. It's much more common that a plant would be between 25 and 100% dry. But if you would like one of these Cereus spiralis, you can comment sold.
112.
112. And again, you can see how tall this one is back here. It's well over 6 feet tall. These have the potential to get that tall as well. It just takes some time. All right. Do you like how Adam puts
Somebody from
the
your
little
past is on here, babe.
so we don't get it?
Someone from your past.
Ooh, who is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a screen name you wouldn't know anyway. As someone who knew Tanner as a kid,
As a kid. Ooh.
seeing him with an obvious perfect match, Erica living his plant dream genuinely makes my soul so happy.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Sweet. Who is it?
Who is the mystery person?
Come look. Maybe you know this name. That's so cute. That's somebody who didn't. I mean, Tanner graduated with 28 kids, so if it's someone from there, you definitely know them, and he probably knows your birthday too.
I would say that's a play on the last name Chambers, and Chambers is my cousin.
Oh,
So any one of those, I don't know.
Who is
That
it?
would be a family member.
What's up, Chambers? I was like, Bras.
But that's
Which is
really
the
sweet.
opposite
Thank
of they
you.
would ever want.
So this one's a little bit different. You guys are gonna have to use your imagination just a hair, because this plant goes to bed every night. Okay, so it is currently in bed.
Just like y'all.
This is the Oxalis iron cross, and at night the leaves kind of close up like this, but during the day they're out on full display like this, and they're really cute. It's kind of like a 4-leaf clover. We only get them during springtime.
Mm-hmm.
And we give them bright light, and we water every time the topsoil dries out, down to about 25%. You're pretty doggone safe on that one. This plant grows really, really fast, and throughout the day it moves a ton to follow the light. So throughout the day, the plant will move its leaves to orient itself to the best exposure to light. Isn't that really cool? Bunches of plants do this, but some of them it's much more obvious because they move so much more than other plants. And this is one of them that moves the most. So sometimes you'll be sitting there, in your living room or wherever this plant is, and out of the corner of your eye, you'll see it move.
Definitely.
That's because it's moving towards the sun. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like an iron cross, you can comment sold.
113. I will say too.
113.
Let me show you two. But I will tell you that I pulled a bunch of these today for local pickups, and a lot of them are blooming. They have really cute little pink flowers.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
Really cute pink flowers.
I saw a
It's
couple
adorable.
of those.
Yes.
today
We
as
can
well.
go ahead and do that one now. It's been identified.
Oh, cool. Did anyone say who it is? I'm so curious who it is.
They want to stay incognito.
Because none of my family likes me, so I can't imagine it's actually a family member.
Let's see. Tanner, are you too straightforward?
When you are raised Mormon and you no longer are Mormon after that,
There's a little bit of cold
family
shoulder.
family
that
tends
happens.
to drop you like a bad habit.
Oh,
Oh no. Soil got in your
it's just,
tea.
will you get me a spoon? I'll just dump it out.
You poor soul.
You know what kind of person I am.
A queen.
I ain't high maintenance.
God made her, they're not her.
These lashes look like I'm high maintenance, but they really make me low maintenance.
They make you lower maintenance.
Well, just kidding. That didn't work.
You just broke up the clump.
Hopefully there's no fertilizer in there. I can't stand to gain another inch of height. Do you want a drink?
I'll trade you.
Nikki says, we're all your family now and we like you.
Period, Nikki.
No, your family, I think they like you, they just don't tell you they like you.
Yeah.
They might even love you.
No, don't go that far. We've got some begonias up next, a couple of begonias. Now, I want to remind you guys that on our last sort of pop-up sale, we lost the light very quickly.
We did.
So we didn't get the opportunity to show you all of the plants.
Yeah.
And we also didn't get an opportunity to show you in their full glory, like with proper lighting. So some of these are going to be, you might recognize. All right, so this is another one of our begonias here this evening.
Which one is this? Pink?
This is the,
yes.
Yeah. So it's a little rhizomatic begonia. We give them bright light for the best result, and we water every time the topsoil dries out, down to about 25%. So topsoil to 25 is a great little watering window for them. I wanted to come and show you guys up close, so I made the trek. And then here are the backs.
Ooh, that looks beautiful.
Striking, aren't they? Great for terrariums too, because they love the extra humidity. They adapt perfectly fine to average household humidity, but they love the extra humidity that a terrarium would provide. Oh, I love that spiral. Isn't that spiral really cool, you guys? And they don't get super, super big, super fast. They're easy to maintain their height and everything. So a terrarium is wonderful for these. But again, you don't have to put them in a terrarium. They do great outside as well. But again, bright light, about topsoil to 25% in between watering. Comment sold.
115.
115.
Of course, Myra's on. She spotted that begonia. She's probably waiting for peperomia to populate. I wish I would have been able to spend more time with you on Saturday, Myra.
Yeah, we didn't get to spend a lot of time with anybody.
Yes, it was so busy. I really get why people hire like help to like refill and clean and during the party.
So you can enjoy your party.
Yeah.
Yeah, not be the.
You always set it up yourself, and then you think you're going to be a part of the party,
and you're not.
But your time is so limited, and I like that.
Okay, so we've got Cowardly Lion up next, which is another really cool begonia. It's going to have the same care as our last one. I'll just give you a little leaf tour and remind you that it's bright light, and we water when they're about topsoil to 25% dry. But that bright light is absolutely paramount. The backs are pretty cool as well.
Yes.
Oh, what a show off.
I know, that's gorgeous.
All right, baby, what's the number on our Cowardly Lion?
It's 116.
116. How full is that? That's so dense. You can't see anything down below. It is just thick in there. All right, I like that.
Catherine, if you had it shipped, it's very likely that it is recovering from the shipping. If you just got it a few days ago. But other than that, just make sure you're watering often when the topsoil's dry for the Oxalis. That's what it needs.
Raise your hand if you like African violets.
Is this a variegated one?
This is a variegated African violet.
Nice.
But it is the lowest variegation African violet that we have. So all of the African violets will be more variegated than this one. Of course, this one has really nice purple flowers with little yellow centers. And this is what people love African violets for. Their leaves are interesting by themselves, especially the variegated ones. But the flowers, this plant flowers a ton. And they flower indoors really, really well. I mean, look at all these buds that are coming. Like, look at all of them. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You have over 20 flowers getting ready to pop on this thing.
My
2 are already there.
gosh.
Isn't that neat?
Yes.
So if you want to get them to flower, you have to give them bright light. That is absolutely, again, paramount. And if you want to, you got to keep up with the watering as well. So we water them when they're about 25% dry. They're somewhat forgiving. I mean, even if you go 75% dry, the plant will wilt quite heavily, but it doesn't die. The leaves are kind of thick. The stems are pretty thick. They have decent water storage. But for best result, 25% is going to be fantastic. Try to keep the leaves dry as well. When you water the plant, don't water the leaves unless you're keeping it outside so it can dry out quickly enough. Inside, if the leaves don't dry quickly enough, you'll get a whole bunch of water spots on there because the leaves are all fuzzy and furry, so they hold on to water longer.
You can bottom water this one, but you don't have to.
Totally. All right, comment sold.
117.
117 for the variegated African violet.
Yes. Also, Catherine, keep in mind that if you let your oxalis dry out too much, it will you'll think you killed it. It will droop to the highest droop you've ever seen or the lowest droop you've ever seen, but they come back pretty quickly. Also, if you have blew it and it's dead, start over. Cut it all the way down.
Cut it. That's some really good advice.
Cut it all the way down. It's early enough in the spring to where you'll see movement. You'll see regrowth this season.
Yeah.
This season
You'll have it all puffed back out. Calathea grow really fast.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this is another really fast grower. This is Caladium quinn. Caladium quinn is a very fast grower. The leaves will get a little bit larger as well. A little bit bigger than your hand.
Cute.
I like it too. Take a look.
There was a guy in high school named Quinn, and he was kind of gross, so that kind of ruined it for me.
But this plant will restore your faith in quins.
He was so gross.
Maybe not.
Not gross like hygiene gross. Just he liked every girl, and
Playa.
kind of gross with with his long-term girlfriend. I remember being like, "That is no," just like newly discovering hormones maybe in high school, and just kind of gross.
Yeah.
Was that you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Tanner you were so introverted that you were not, you hated going to the dance. You didn't like any of that,
I never went to it.
You were waiting for me.
That's right.
Clearly. Can't believe you went and had a whole child without me.
Do you want me to tell you what you did?
You had three
Eric
children
had
without
three
you.
kids without me. So who's in hot water now? Okay. Caladium quinn's not in hot water. It's in room temperature water. So we give them bright light for the best result, and we water them when they're about 25% dry. This plant will let you know if you have gone too far in between watering because it will droop and wilt quite heavily, otherwise known as drilt.
Droop and wilt?
Yeah, it's a drilt.
It'll drilt. Gilbert says, Hubby just looked over at me and said, "Why are they up so late?" It's late?
I don't know, Gilbert. Why are you up late, Gilbert?
It's plant time.
Gilbert and husband, why are you guys up late?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He went to all the Mormon dances.
Yeah, they made me go on that one. It was,
They would vote or something.
If I didn't, then I wouldn't get to go to practices for sports. So that was always a thing from when I was like...
He told me stories of moms
7 or 8.
Of moms asking him to go to ask certain girls to dance.
Only one time, this lady paid me $10 to dance with her daughter.
Was her daughter really bad or what? Just not a good dancer?
I couldn't tell you. No, it wasn't about dancing.
I know. I was kidding. Obviously, you probably weren't a good dancer.
Yeah. No,
that's
not at
so
all.
Funny.
My move was to hang out by the 3-point line and, just kind of...
Well, you got to show them. They can't see you.
You want to be my partner?
Sure. Megan says Mormon dances were always so cringe. Okay, let's see what it's like
Careful, there's a...
to dance with Tanner. No, it's like this.
No, you're way off. Get out of here.
It's not like this.
No.
It's like this.
No. Give me this.
Oh,
It's like this.
okay. And then what? Oh, wow. This is it? Oh, you just stepped on my toe. This is the whole
Well, you're
thing.
supposed to let me lead you, baby.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
Do you feel my pressure on the back?
No.
Feel this.
Okay.
And you lead where I go.
Okay.
So if I go this way, you feel my pressure that way. Okay. And then if you feel me go this way, then you go this way. If I press back like this, and then if I...
Did you look this up on YouTube?
No, I had lessons.
This looks crazy. Yeah, I don't think so. That's
Not
not
very
how it
good.
is.
Not very
This
good.
is how we danced.
Ah!
That's how we danced in public school. I mean,
Is
in
that-
private school,
Is that why our 22-year-old's pregnant?
probably.
All right.
Feel his pressure, Erica.
You got to feel the pressure. You got to let me lead.
See, after dark, it gets a little different, It's a little different.
No, we couldn't dance like that because it was inappropriate. There had to be, you had to be able to put the full stack of Book of Mormon and Bible between you, or else that was too close. So there were adults that would come by with the Bible.
No.
Yes, and if you were too close, they try to put a Bible in between you, and if they couldn't, then you had to step away. Legit. Wait, did we give him the number on Caladium?
Caladium quinn,
Okay.
comments old 118.
Caladium quinn.
Have to leave room for Jesus.
Period.
Cheers.
Jared knows. Jared knows about leaving room for Jesus.
The sound she squeezed out of Tanner. Austin makes that same sound when he laughs. He makes that same sound. That's so funny.
I wish my little sister was on because she could corroborate all this.
Hey, Hunter came to the shop today. It was so great. He did awesome.
Speaking of Austin, these come from our most very best premium grower. This is the Ficus spire.
Ooh.
Ficus spire. Now it looks like a Benjamina or a Benjamina,
And that's why she wrote that on there a bit.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a Ficus spire. And so Austin, being the best premium grower for indoor houseplants, he chose the Ficus spire to grow for indoor clients like you and me because it doesn't have a lot of the bad tendencies that a Ficus benjamina would have. Namely, the leaf drop. If you guys have ever had a Ficus benjamina, you know that whenever they get under stress from repotting or transportation or temperature change, some pests, whatever, they drop a ton of leaves. They regrow them fairly quickly, but it's still kind of alarming when you get a plant that immediately drops all of its leaves. The Ficus spire looks like the Benjamina, the one that everybody loves. It's going to be a tree. There's 3 trees in here. It'll grow up to be about 6 to 8 feet tall inside your home, but it doesn't drop any of the leaves.
And it grows like a column more.
It grows straight up. So the Benjamina is more of a canopy, so it'll go rounded. It'll be like a big lollipop on top. This one is a spire, so it goes straight up. It's really neat. I love these plants as they get larger. Yeah. I actually asked, I asked Austin to send us one. We need to order a big one.
Oh, big one.
Because I want to test it I want to test how low light it can go in. I wonder.
His are taller.
His are much taller than that, yeah.
But yeah.
That's more like it, yeah.
You guys. Oh, I'm going to have to get up and show y'all.
Get them.
Okay. Here's YouTube. Thank you.
Giving YouTube priority over here.
Well, just because it was down low. There's what you're going for. This is a full-blown tree, you guys. So there. You'll love it.
Full blown. Get some mugwort.
You really did get some sun. You're red.
Oh yeah. Dang. Is mugwort something from Harry Potter?
Your neck's even more redneck than normal.
True. It got super red. All right, and then we water these when they're about 25 to 50% dry. Baby, what's the number on these?
119.
Comment sold 119. Remember, if you're joining us from Facebook for the very first time, you've never shopped with us before, you're on Facebook for the very first time, you'll need to comment register. That's going to send a message to your inbox so that you can register to shop with us. Otherwise, you'll fill up your cart and you won't be able to check out at the very end.
You know what, Mr. Sass? I also couldn't find a picture of the Caladium quinn online. I think it's a newer plant. I don't think that there are mature species out there.
We weren't able to find it. So if anyone's able to find a mature Caladium quinn, let us know. But yeah, I think it might be we talked about this last time we discussed the Caladium quinn, but anytime you have a plant that grows really, really fast and flowers multiple times a year, you tend to have a lot more hybrids. Because there's just a lot more opportunity for hybrids as opposed to, something like a cactus or an anthurium or a philodendron or a Hoya that might only flower once or twice a year. Those are much slower to come about. And then who knows, the hybrid might fail and you have to start over again. It's another 2 years or something. But with caladiums and, begonias, tons of plants that will flower multiple times a year, you get a lot more hybrids.
Oh, yeah. And if they're just tried and true and they know that they can sell more, they're going to make more, know?
Yeah, exactly. You're always trying to find things that are fun.
Supply and demand.
We've got the Corkscrew Rush up here. So let's take a look-see-daisy at that one. It's just a gangly mother.
Give me the other name. Spiralis.
Spiralis.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh.
Juncus spiralis.
Juncus spiralis. That's
Forgot
right.
the Juncus.
Right. I was thinking,
but I was like, wait, we just had spiralis. There's no way there's 2 spiralis this live sale, but there is.
Cereus spiralis.
I want the not serious one.
I want the joking spiralis.
Yeah. Funny spiralis. That's the one I want.
Let's see here. So we've got the spiralis, the Juncus spiralis. This one, you give it bright light and you water every time the topsoil dries out. This is a thirsty creature, okay? And it looks like wild and crazy hair. We always tell you guys one of the coolest ways to display this plant is in a head planter where Have you ever seen where it's like it looks like a face? The planter looks like a face, but then like the top of the skull is out, and so you put the plant in there, and
Oh,
like that
no.
becomes your hair.
Oh no, I picked the wrong thing. Oh well, it's okay. Keep going. I did 4-inch. Keep going. It's all right. We fixed it.
Okay, yeah. So bright light, and then we water when the topsoil dries out. Also, if you're in a climate 8B or above, if your gardening is 8B or above, you can actually plant this outside. We put it in full shade, so you can grow it outside here in North Texas. We're 8B. Full shade outside, keep it wet, and that's it.
I finished my drink, you guys, my tea. It was great with all the dirt in it. Now I'm going to switch over to a sparkling water.
Wow, what a queen.
Watch this.
Okay, comment sold 120 for that one. Yeah, the cord is, there's so many other things being charged right now, so the cord had to be where it was.
Y'all have no idea. Would you like one of these?
Oh, no, thank you.
I have no idea definitely in here with all the tech that needed to be recharged at the end of the day.
Do any of y'all want a sparkling water or anything? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I think this is some of the. Whoa.
Yeah, Josie, we get carry Hoyas all the time. Variegated and green. I mean, I don't say all the time, but it's a very common plant that we get. All the Hoyas that we can get, we get. As long as they're from a reputable grower.
Yeah, they're not always, but
okay.
Whenever we can get them, we get them.
I'm so glad for whoever discovered tea.
I know.
Whoever thought, like, you know, what happens if I just crush up these leaves and put a little water in there? This is good.
Wow,
Hope it doesn't
this is
kill me.
actually good. And it changes every time I type in manjula in here. It changes it to Manuela
Yeah, this is the manjula pothos.
because I've ever typed Manuela
I'm gonna
in
come
my
over to
life.
you guys. My keyboard autocorrects me all the time to words that don't exist.
Isn't it crazy?
It'll take a word that does exist and autocorrect it to a word that does not exist, or a Spanish word, which I'm like, why? Why would that be the assumption? Okay, so this is the Pothos manjula. This is one of the more rare pothos, one of the more collectible pothos. They take longer to grow because they have such high variegation. All of the white parts hold the plant back from growing, so they slow down the growth, and the green parts are the ones that are causing the plant to grow. So it's kind of a delicate balance between the push and the pull. Push to grow more and the pull back from the white parts. So it's a little bit more of a slower grower. And the leaf shape is much different too than most other pothos. You can see it's much more rounded and sort of heart-shaped. So that's one of the reasons that it's collectible. It's just harder to find. It's very attractive, and people love to grow it. It's a bright light plant, obviously, because of all of the white variegation. All of our white plants always get bright light. And then we water when they are about 25% dry. If you'd like one, you can comment sold.
121.
121.
I also want to point out this is not a cheap pothos. It's not your everyday pothos. This ain't your grandma's pothos. These are more rare. I think they're slower growers.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about because of all the white in there.
Yeah, and so that's probably why the higher price tag is. Someone who's been taking care of it for a while. There is a question. Hold on.
I love a good question.
What's the tea that it's rooibos, right? I don't know how to say it.
Today we had lavender mint.
No, but for sleeping, rooibos.
We do normally drink.
Is really good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mary Lou. We love the chill vibe. We're just here to have a little bit of fun and be here with y'all. And we're not here to like stress y'all out or stress ourselves out.
Yeah. That is the opposite of what plants are about, you guys. Do not disrespect. Something that I talk about in the book is to not disrespect plants by fretting over them because their very existence is there to calm you down.
So let's not undo.
Let's not undo their work. They're living to try and calm you down. So don't disrespect them by fretting.
Oh, I like that ring.
They would rather. Oh, thank you. Oh, this whole thing?
Yeah.
I just got it a couple hours ago.
There you go.
Oh,
Gina's out.
Plants, you know what? Guess what? Even if you don't do well with them, even if they die, you're going to throw them away. You're going to throw them outside, or you're going to put them in the garbage or whatever. Eventually, they're going to return to the earth and grow the next generation of plants either. So, I mean, sure, you might be out a few bucks, but we're all going to die one day anyway. Who cares? We've got We've got another philodendron here.
And that's what Tanner thinks of that.
This is the brandiatum.
Oh, the 6-inch.
Yeah, 6-inch pot of brandiatum. Look at this full, cheery looking thing. Isn't this just gonna bring somebody some joy? Look at that. How do you get upset?
Those are nice.
How are you gonna have a bad day when this is the first thing you see in the morning, huh?
See Gina take a drink. Good luck. It'll be a slow night.
Yeah, Gina. Did you guys know cats get most of their hydration from food? They don't get a lot of hydration from actual water. So she doesn't drink a lot of actual water. I only have to refill her water like.
They're saying drinking game, babe. When you see Gina drink.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I thought you were trying to get her to drink your sparkling water.
No,
my
bad.
So a trailing philodendron will also climb. Either way is great. I usually see people trailing these. And we water when they're about 25 to 50% dry on these as well. If you'd like this super full, crazy, I wonder how many sticks are in here. Jeez. This is like an Austin stick. These aren't from Austin. You can comment sold.
122.
122. You know you've been in the industry a long time where you can see the pot and know who grew
it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go out and touch grass, Tanner.
Yeah, everyone tends to they like their own specific pots. Mm-hmm. Really, they probably just bought a million of them up front.
Uh-huh.
So they use the same pots.
Where's there's no pots here I dislike. There's a couple of pots that I just every time we get them, I'm like,
cool.
Speaking
I don't like those pots that the spiralis is in.
Mm-hmm.
They're so tall, they just swallow everything up.
Yeah, it doesn't show. It's the ratio's off, you know.
This is an Aurelia, so this is a tree, and you can grow it however tall you want inside your house. These are in 6-inch pots, and you can see. I'll give you a little leaf tour up close here, but they're big old leaves. They also call it a YouTube. You want to see it too? They also call it a.
Ooh, it's so shiny.
Dinner plate plant. Isn't that nice? We give them bright light for the best result, and we water when they're about 25 to 50% dry. But I love the trunks on this plant. I love a good trunk. You guys know that about me. I'm a big trunk guy.
Definitely.
It's just I've always said this. There's something special about living wood inside the house. As far as decor goes, I don't know if it's mental, because my ancestors were all living out in nature.
Of course, yeah.
Like your guys' ancestors were also living out in nature.
We were not meant to wake up and have 4 walls around us and go sit in traffic. Mm-mm. That's not what we were meant to do. We were meant to wake up and see tree canopies, and that's why it feels so good to be around plants.
I believe that.
That is why.
Does anyone sleep with like plants above them in any way? We sleep with plants above us for that very reason. It feels so natural. Mm-hmm. Try it if you haven't already. Mm-hmm. Either a small plant like this that you physically raise higher, like on a shelf or something. Mm-hmm. We have 2 large plants in our bedroom that sort of tower over us. Not like they're not literally above us, but they're in our peripherals. And I feel like it provides some sort of comfort. And you can kind of take that all the way back. This is something I talked about in my book.
Did you write a book?
Not this far in depth. I didn't actually mention this part in the book, but they made me cut parts of these out. But my thoughts about it are like, you can imagine if you're, in Africa, where there's a lot of the first humans were, and you're running away from a predator or something like that. Where do you go to? You go to the trees, and you go and climb the trees. The trees were like a savior. And then, also the trees are providing shelter and food and clothing.
And hollow a trunk out and you have a canoe.
And medicine and transportation. It's like, dang, how could you not be obsessed with plants? It's on our DNA.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we love that.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any research on plants, sleeping with plants above you.
Yeah, well, if what that does for you.
There should just be some research about that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a natural
Megan says, I've got my big Maui Wowie diff on my nightstand, so it can't. Oh, I love it. And it's also fun when you get that transpiration.
You get the little lick in the morning,
and it falls right on your face, and you're like, what the? And it's your plant peeing on you. It's my favorite.
Just a morning whiz, All right, baby. If they want a Fabian Aurelia, what's the number on that?
Comment sold 123.
123. There we go.
Yes.
Got another Calathea right here for you.
Hey.
This is a big mama.
Can you believe it's 10 o'clock at night? 10:09.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, because this feels just like a normal lifestyle. Because after work we had Pilates.
Hmm.
Then they called and said that your ring was ready.
Yeah.
So we had to run and get the ring.
Which is unexpected. We thought it was going to take
We had
much
to go to
longer.
Frisco. Yeah, we thought it was going to take another week or so.
Mhm.
And then we had dinner at Cheesecake Factory because when you're at the mall, that's what you do if you don't want to be annoyed by middle schoolers in the food court.
True.
And it's real crowded and it gets hot up there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always grimy.
Yeah, there's like a little layer of yuck on the tables. And
Teenage yuck.
yeah. And so, especially in the summer, I don't know. It's like our mall cheaps out on their bill or something. I need to start
The
doing
upstairs is it's all skylight.
that. Oh, that's true. It's all atrium.
But you know what I like though?
Mm.
We were waiting for the ring today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around. There were so many little teen couples out there.
There were
Arm around the
It was
neck,
so
walking there. I'm like,
cute.
man, this looks like
That's
it's
so
1998.
cute. Yeah.
I love it.
Do you think the mall's making a comeback in a way?
I did actually hear that. Have you guys heard this?
I have not heard that.
I've heard that this is the first time in like around 15 to 20 years that mall properties are going up in value and not down. They're seeing a little bit of a resurgence in mall
Wow.
activity. And they think this is actually the funniest reason. So you guys will have to let us know if this is the case for you. But they said that Gen Z
It's too damn hot.
is now so impatient for shipping that 2 days wasn't fast enough. So now they're just deciding to go in and pick it up at the store.
Seems
It's
like
like a
that
full
was
circle.
already
It's
developed.
all
at
come
some
back
point.
around, right? They're like, man, I could just go pick this up at the store and have it today.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, we switched from indoor malls to outdoor malls, which in Texas, yes, it's trendy and good picks or whatever, but it's so doggone hot.
Yeah.
In the summer, who wants to do that?
There's
I
an
would
outdoor
much
mall
rather go to the
in
mall.
Utah that I had the same thing. I'm like,
I remember.
y'all don't know in Utah you have like the worst, most like bipolar weather
We
ever.
went there in the
I don't want to be outside
one of
mall
the
anywhere in
few
Utah.
photos that I have ever taken with and will ever take with Tanner's family is from that stupid mall.
Oh, really? I don't remember
Yes,
going.
we went there. We had dinner there, and we all looked like it was really, really cold. It was at Christmas time, and we all looked like we're just like one layer away from looking like we might be a homeless family. Because when it gets so cold, and especially for us being there, you just grab more and more layers, and you stop caring if you look cute. It's hard to be cute. It's hard to be cute. It's hard to be feminine cute, like in cold weather.
You can't be feminine cute in cold.
No, because no matter what you do, even in, I always joke about that when we go to the coast. I'm like, all right, here comes Erica and her Subaru with my duck boots on for the rain,
Your big old jackets.
my Pendleton coats,
Yeah.
my flannel,
Yeah.
my beanie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not very
Hard to be feminine.
It is, but you know what? I wear my earrings. I'm like, yes, queen. There she is. You got to just get under a couple layers first.
Yeah. They're like, hey, are you a girl? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
okay, good.
Okay, the Calathea. Let me show you guys. Obviously, you've been seeing me hold it like this. It's a huge plant for the pot that it's in. Look how many plants are in there. This thing is chock full. Beautiful purple backs. It's like the rattlesnake Calathea that we had on earlier in that it is a prayer plant. So it raises up at night when the sun starts to go down. It kind of prays in that motion. And it also has the purple backs, just like the snake plant or the rattlesnake plant does. You guys want to see down here? Sorry, YouTube. Do you want to see down here, YouTube?
There you go, YouTube.
So we give them the same care. We're giving them bright light for best result. They can do medium light as well, but bright is going to cause them to grow the fastest. And then we water every time the topsoil dries out. So I just touched this right here. And I always want to show you guys because there's I just realized that there's a misconception about the topsoil dry thing. I remember when I first got started, I was confused about this as well.
This is huge. I can't believe how big this plant is.
I know, but about what topsoil dry means. Do they mean like the top crust of soil? Do they literally mean the very top soil? Do they mean like the top inch? It's literally the top, like you just rest your finger on top. You don't need to dig in a centimeter. You don't need to dig in at all. You just touch the top. And if it's dry, you soak everything. Soak it, soak it, soak it. That's how you keep these plants really nice because that's going to build a really robust root system. And the more robust your root system, the easier your plant care becomes, the healthier the plant that you have. The more ability it has to fight off pest and disease, the faster it grows. Everything is great. Everything is better when you have the right light.
The truth.
So bright light water every time the topsoil dries out. There's too many plants in this pot to count.
Oh, this is a full mama.
If you'd like one, you can comment sold.
1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4 for that one. I love this plant. It's beautiful and simple.
We don't bring these out during the day, you guys.
I think I'm gonna have to show. No, we're not bringing out during the day. This plant. You're funny. All right. Let's see. I've got you up here. I have to show you up close because it is quite a sparse of a leaf. This is the entire leaf right
Can you
here.
believe it's a philodendron?
It's not very philodendron.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. Oh, this is gonna make me crazy.
It's not tectorum. That's a freaking
No, tordum.
Tectorum is.
I would have never guessed it if you didn't say
Tectorum is an air plant. One of
Here
my
we
favorite
go.
air plants.
Yeah.
But tordum is the philodendron.
Yes,
yeah.
it's a prayer plant, Sandy, the previous one.
But this is a philodendron, and so the leaves just get larger, but they remain very lacy like this, which is cool. We give them bright light for the best result, and we water in there about 25 to 50%.
Thank you guys. They all knew it was a tordum.
There you go.
This is
You
a
guys-
little baby tordum, but they're not as easy to find as most of
You guys
them.
are
Oh my
educated.
gosh. Wendy, I forgot your question. She asked a question. I said I'll ask in
Is
a
it Wendy
second.
Schneider?
It is.
Wendy.
We were just talking about
We
you
were
today.
just today. Your book is being sent out in the mail. Wendy Schneider, she's one of the hosts. You're a fill-in host, correct, Wendy?
Yes, on WGN 720.
WGN. Chicago. We've done lots of segments on there, and we're so grateful that you continue to have us on to educate for houseplants. It's
Can you
very
please
special.
ask the question again? I think it was about bottom watering. Yes, it was. I remember. I think she said that she needs to know how long to bottom water because she's been bottom watering and some of our plants have been droopy. Here's the answer, Wendy. You're done when the topsoil is wet.
Yeah. So this is the routine that we do for all of our bottom watering plants. In the morning, when I'm doing like my checks around the room and I go upstairs and I check, if I see something or if I find something that needs water, I just put it, we all have all of our plants in trays or in cash pots, and I just fill up the tray with water and then we leave for work. And then we come back, usually all the water has been sucked up and the topsoil is dry. And that is the way you know that there's a full soak because the water started down here. And now that it's wet on the topsoil, you know it's made that full translocation, as Austin would say, right? And
What a horticulturist term.
and that's a full soak. You want to do a full soak every single time. Some of the worst advice I've seen on the internet about taking care of plants: bottom water for 20 minutes, water this plant for 20 minutes. You're rarely going to get a full soak.
We
at that
would
point.
start it in the morning before we left for work, and we'd come back in the evening and pull them out of the water.
Yeah.
Or do it overnight. If you're having a problem getting the topsoil wet, you probably need to aerate your soil so that you can have a little bit more airflow in there and somewhere for the water to go.
This happens a lot of the time when you've got a peat moss soil and you have a really drought tolerant plant, because sometimes, so when peat moss, which is a very common soil amendment for all houseplants, or all houseplants are planted in some variation of peat moss for the most part. There's no actual soil in houseplant soil. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but this peat moss, if it gets too dry, it will actually repel water. And so when you try to water from the top or the bottom, it just doesn't suck it up because it's now repelling water because it has that property. It's repelling water now.
What else you got? What?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I do hate that.
I hate that.
Dang.
I know.
This happens to me on podcasts a lot of the times too, because people will ask like three questions at one time. And so when they're asking the first question, I'm getting my answer ready. And then I'm like, okay, and the second question and the third question.
And then you forget what you were
And then by
going
the
towards.
third, I'm like,
We have some tea for y'all too. Yeah. About those doggone poles. We should save that for tomorrow. It's a real juicy one. No, we'll tell y'all tonight and then remind us tomorrow and we'll say it again.
If you would like the tordum, you can comment sold 125. But Anyway, yeah, a lot of the times that you just don't get a full soak. And if you don't get a full soak, you don't get the best root system. If you don't get the best root system, you don't get the best plant. That's how it goes in terms of, vigorous growth and all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kelly is ready for the tea. Kelly,
But, I almost don't even want to mention it again because I don't want anyone to look up the name. You know what I mean? Like any attention, like bad publicity is still good publicity, right?
I know. They don't deserve us.
They really don't. But there was I'll tell him.
Well, what a twist.
Well, I'm not going to say the name though, but it was a company.
Oh, yeah.
The only way a very big reputable company in the industry would sell to us is if we we have to keep all of their labels on their products after we purchase them. This is not a collaboration.
We have not.
We are
gotten
buying
a
these
discount
things
on their products
at full price, and they require us. The only way they'll sell us is if we keep all of the labels on all of their products. We can't manipulate anything.
Really, what they want is you to keep all of their labeling.
They
on
want free advertising.
the videos.
Yeah.
They are trying to exploit you.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own influencers. Exploit them. Don't exploit us. We're not going to do it.
Nope. But we are the only ones that have made a video
And it
that
did really well.
goes massively viral because their influencers are not able. I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. But they haven't. And so they're really frustrated that when we make a video, it goes viral, but we remove their labels because they haven't paid
Because
us.
they're ours.
Because they're ours, and we can do whatever we want.
We can
with
do
them.
whatever we want.
I could rename it
Tanner's pole.
Tanner and Erica's
Erica's stripper pole.
Gina's stripper pole, and you couldn't do a thing about it. So
But-
you know what? Get out of here.
And that's what Tanner said. Absolutely, you're not going to. No.
Yeah.
Nope. It is not. Nobody has ever asked for that before because that is an exploitation of our reach.
Yep.
Why would we do that? We're not.
And it's crazy that you'd make that a stipulation in business. Is insane.
Someone said they have bad influence.
It's insane. Okay. Next up, we've got a Tradescantia with nice purple backs. I feel like that's the theme of the night. I cannot believe how much sun I got.
You really did. Your arm.
Check this out, you guys. So you want to see my farmer's
His
tan?
name is now Farmer Tam.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
I
Legitimately.
didn't see it. I didn't see it coming.
No kidding. Look at you.
Check this out, you guys.
For a no greenhouse.
That's a 1 day of no work going
Does
on
that
here.
hurt?
No, it doesn't, but it looks way more red on.
He's just trying
online.
to.
Isn't that crazy?
I have
happened on my
noticed
neck,
that.
too?
Yes. You're even more redneck than that is so.
It's not.
I would
It's
be
not painful,
pissed.
but it does.
I would
it
be
is red.
pissed. Oh my god.
Yeah, and still no greenhouse to show for it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just red
thanks for
now.
nothing. You're just
I'm gonna send them a bill. All right.
Jackie Hunt. That's because we are live on our app, and that's actually what we're doing. If you're on YouTube, you're just watching for funsies.
And the educational. All right. So this is the Travis. Will you look up a photo for me? Because I think,
Moses in the cradle.
yeah, I think the glory of this plant really shines as it gets bigger and
Put
more
some
full.
aloe on that.
We don't have an aloe.
We have a ton at the ship house.
We do have a ton of the ship house.
So if you receive one with a little chunk missing, don't email Teresa because that was for Tanner's health, okay?
Thank you for donating a leaf for my health. God, that is crazy.
It really is. You got
I am
really
so white
burnt.
too. That doesn't help the situation.
Oh,
All right. So this puts on a ton of babies, like I was saying. Yeah, yes, that's what I want. This is the glory of the plant. This is what people go for when they're growing this plant. Because right here, as a standalone, it's not a showstopper.
there you go, YouTube. I'm so
Oh,
nice.
look at that, YouTube. Come on now. Come on now.
Tanner told me a secret. He told me that when his family members, like when he was forced to say I love you to someone he doesn't really feel that way for, he would say, I love you too. I love you too.
Love you too. That's a trick that you guys can do.
There you go.
If you want to keep,
Then you don't have to say it.
yeah, you don't actually have to say it. And you're the only one that's going to know, and your
Right.
future spouse or your current spouse.
Unless you say it to your current spouse.
No, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We didn't call this Moses in a cradle though. It's called like Tradescantia.
Mm-hmm.
Tradescantia. Hold on, this is going to take me a second to find, so keep talking, buddy.
Tradescantia. Okay, yeah. So we give them bright light for the best result. They can go in lower amounts of light, but they won't grow as quickly. They won't put off as many babies. They'll just be a little bit more sickly. They will live. They'll put on their own character. You can keep them for decades and decades in a medium light scenario, but they're just not going to be what they should be or could be. So we give them bright light for that best result and the beautiful purple backs, and then we water when they're about 25% dry, and they grow really fast.
Is it the Spathica? No. Yeah.
Did someone say it's Spathica?
No, but that's what.
Oh, they didn't spell it right. No, it's not a Spathica. It's Spathaceae.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be, though. That's the picture of it, right?
I don't know what
I'll find it. Keep talking. What else are you going to talk about?
Well, there was this one time. Let me see here.
What happened?
All right.
Tell them about it.
7th grade basketball. I
Okay.
was pissed. This guy, we had a coach, and he wouldn't let me dribble between my legs. He
Ooh.
thought it was too showboaty or whatever,
Ooh.
you know. And I didn't like that. And then there was this time where we were scrimmaging the girls.
Okay.
Remember, when you're in 7th grade, a lot of the time the girls are bigger than you are. You know,
Yeah.
they're taller. They've
Definitely
already hit
bigger
their,
than Tanner was. Because
Way-
I'm sure
definitely
you were
bigger than me.
Smaller.
And so, hey, Gina.
It's Jaina.
And so we are scrimmaging the girls. I'm in 7th grade. You know, we're at the high school gym. And it's not quite fair, of course. And when you're in 7th grade, you're like, yeah, boys versus girls. You know, we're going to win. And we were talking about it all throughout school that day. You know, boys are going to win. Girls will think they're going to win because they're taller. And we're like, no, dude, you're going to get destroyed. Well, they were weighting it very heavily in the girls' favor. So like they could foul us and nothing would happen, et cetera, et cetera. And so I was already getting a little heated because I hate when things are unfair. And
You do really hate that.
I'm going on this one breakaway, and this chick that never made it to the other half of the court in the first place was just hanging back at the other side of the court by the time I had stolen the ball and was going back towards her way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm running past her, and she shoves me like that right before I'm about to like lay up the ball. She just shoves me in the
Do you
back.
remember who it was?
Of course, Nicole Edgerly. I know exactly who it is.
He's still pissed.
She left that year in 8th grade. Good thing. But she pushes me straight into the wall, and she is much bigger than me. I'm saying I was probably 5'2". She was probably one of the biggest girls in the class. She was easily 5'8", 5'9". She was way bigger than me. She shoved me, and I hit the wall really hard. No foul called at all.
No way.
I was so pissed. I got up.
Did you say, ref, you're blind?
No, I just kicked the ball across the gym and I left. That was it.
You said you were not going to disgrace me like that?
I'm not gonna play. This isn't practice.
playing.
This isn't practice.
Yeah, you're
this is
just out
stupid,
here-
you guys.
yeah.
No one's getting better from this.
Yeah.
Idiots. Anyway,
Well, she was so embarrassed she had to change schools.
period. I wonder what she's doing these days.
He's spicy because he has that suntan. Look at this.
I am
You're
kind of
hot.
It is. I'm
You're
permeating.
sweating.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get you in the bath.
Well, I got sweaty talking about that memory.
Monica says, I love that Tanner came up with this random story to imitate us.
You said to keep talking.
Oh, you're so good. What a professional.
This is the Royo even that's spelled wrong. Adam, come on, buddy.
It's like Oreo, but not really.
Bright light and 25% dry. There we go.
Comments on 126.
All
This
right.
is what happens at Tanner the Planner after dark. I'm telling you what. All right, who's next?
Oh,
Oh,
I've got a cat on
okay,
me.
well, I'll take over.
Sorry.
I'm it. I like it. How about this one?
Yeah.
It's the mini peperomia. Here you go, YouTube. Is that right? Can
Yeah.
I see it?
Yeah, they can.
It's the mini watermelon peperomia. Isn't she cute? Isn't she lovely? This is a plant that we water at 25 to 50% dry. Peperomia are very easygoing plants. They're cute, cutesy. Look at her. A little thick, but not as thick as like a Hoya. It's
True.
in between like a philodendron and a Hoya. I would
Medium
say.
thick.
Medium thick.
Medium batty.
Yes. And then we're going to give it bright to medium light. Okay. I say that with a grain of salt. Medium light, y'all push it. And you put your plants in low light. And you're like, you said medium light. That's why we don't really talk about medium light very much, because nobody really knows what that is by
I do.
eyeballing it. I know foot candles.
I know foot candles.
How many foot candles?
Did you read the book?
I'm going to say 500.
I mean, yeah, that falls in the medium light category.
Maybe I should own a plant shop.
You need to read the book, baby.
Well, I read the book, but that's not the part of the book that I like.
In my book, For the Love of Houseplants, you can learn exactly the amount of foot candles you need to achieve medium, bright, and low light.
There you go, YouTube. All 6 of you. Oh, 10. I'm sorry. All 10 of you. But there it is. She's cute. Oh, you didn't put this up, babe? Come on.
Ooh,
If I'm going to do your job, you got to do mine.
I don't know how to do that job.
I finally found something he doesn't know how to do for
Well,
the
if you
business.
show me, I'll remember.
No, don't watch. This is my job. I don't want to get replaced by you.
That's it? That's all you have to do? Okay, this is an exciting one. You guys have seen these laying around the whole night. So we have clear pots available now. So these are clear nursery pots
These are quality,
with
you
beautiful
guys.
drainage, and they're really thick and rigid. These are not the flimsy one, the cheap ones. These are nice and rigid, and we have them in 4-inch and 6-inch. A lot of people use these as orchid pots. There's beautiful, beautiful drainage on them, of course. So you can use them for orchids, but you can use them for other plants as well. People like to use these, especially with our watering techniques, because we talk about topsoil dry, 25% dry, 50, 75, and 100% dry. Well, you can actually, instead of using the chopstick, you can actually just physically see it. You can see the moisture level in the pot when it's clear like this. Here's what I'm going to say.
Have a better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say. These are best when they're used as cover pots or cash pots. If you guys don't know what that is, it's where
We direct potted and everything.
yeah,
in
we
here.
do a lot of direct potting these days.
Look at Sheena, you
oh, wait.
guys. She's over there waiting for her man to show up in his tuxedo.
But cash pot or drop potting is where you plant the plant in the nursery pot and then you put it inside of a decorative pot that doesn't have drainage usually. And the reason for that is when you expose the roots and the soil and all that to light combined with water,
Tanner has some dirt on his leg.
you get plant guy. You get algae buildup. You get some algae that you're going to see your roots start kind of turning green, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, you would have to have like an extremely
For it
severe
to affect
case,
it negatively, yeah.
because like I've seen, we've kept algae on our roots for 4, 5, 6 months, and it's perfectly fine. But it's that light that touches there that is going to turn those green. So to avoid that, you would put this in a cover pot that is, more secluded from the light, but you can totally just keep these outside as well. Just know that you're going to see a little bit of algae. So you'll want to flush the soil routinely for that. But clear pots, have fun. We've got them in 4-inch and 6-inch for you.
I would recommend these for plants that you have struggled with in the past. It just gives you a better visual aid.
Yeah.
In a way. Okay, Landon Nelson, you should give me a plant for free. What are you going to do for me, Landon? What are you going to do for
You
me?
give something for me for free. I'll give something for you for free.
Do you have a
How
big
about it?
following? Do you have what you got?
Do you got for me? Do you make cool mugs? I like mugs.
Oh, Dana, yes, I did see the email today. I forwarded it onto our pub team, our publicity team at Simon & Schuster. From the email, I couldn't tell. It looked like they wanted us to pay to do a book signing. Or maybe I couldn't understand what they meant. Hopefully the pub team knows what that is, and I forwarded it on, and we'll see. We shall see.
We shall. Okie dokie.
Okay. Is that everything here?
That's everything here.
There's no way.
Feel free to ask your questions. We also have some soil available as well. 'Tis the season for repotting.
Oh, that's right. I have the soil
So
ready
Erica's
to
going
go.
to put up some of our repots. You can always ask questions like if you have
This
a
is
plant
our
that
soil,
you're,
not our repot.
if you have some questions about what repots you're going, or if you have questions about some repots, tell us the plant and we'll recommend a soil.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Russell.
Thanks, Russell.
We appreciate it. Well,
You have to let us know if you love it.
here's the Ficus Fantasy. Here's the general purpose.
And you can ask your questions here as well if you want in the meantime while you guys check out. Soil for Hoyas, Beth, I would say for most Hoyas, you're going to go with an aroid soil.
There it is. I just put it up for you too, Beth.
For Hoyas like the linearis, which don't have as much water storage, I would go a general purpose.
I think that's a great idea.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and then I'm going to put the orchid soil up here too. Did we show this?
No, I don't think we did. Let's show them the caramel marble.
I don't think we showed y'all this. There you go, YouTube.
Yeah, this is the philodendron caramel marble. Here you go, YouTube. There you go. But the caramel marble, how about that one? I got to come up close because
this is a collector with a capital C.
Yeah, if you guys want to go for this one.
Soil for Ripsalis, Danica Planner.
Which one? Ripsalis are too vast.
Really?
You have to let me know which Ripsalis you have.
Spiders and Anthurium would do well with aroid soil. Monstera aroid soil.
So this is a bright light philodendron, and we water them when they're 25 to 50% dry.
Begonia's general purpose.
The newest leaves kind of come out this reddish pink. You can see this one's still reddish pink. And then they sort of harden off into this, which is a blush pink with green. And they'll get about, they'll get several, they climb. So they'll get as tall as you'll let them climb.
Retusa and variegated vanilla orchid. What kind of soil? What's up, Alice?
Vanilla orchid, I would go more with an aroid mix. And for Retusa, you could go general purpose on that. But if you want to just buy one bag of soil, get the aroid soil and just water your Retusa more often, because that aroid soil is going to drain very quickly. We have a Retusa. No, we don't. We have a similarly similar anatomy Hoya as the Retusa.
Copper branch cactus.
Cactus soil. Cactus candy.
Mm-hmm. Snake plant, cactus candy. Hoya tangasi.
Aroid.
There you go. Copper branch Ripsalis. Cactus soil.
Oh yeah. Cactus candy.
Yeah. Is vermiculite good for ferns? I don't know, but that sounds like a pasta I've ordered at an Italian restaurant. Or maybe that's vermicelli.
Vermiculite is just a soil amendment that drains moisture, so it's not good or bad. You need context, Michelle. It's not good or bad. It's just
Hoya's aroid.
It's just an amendment that adds more air to the and drainage to the soil.
Why does that seem wrong? It's not Indian rope. What is that? It's called Hindu rope.
Hindu rope.
It used to be called that. We don't call it that anymore in the plant world. Now it's called just Hoya rope.
Musa and Bird of Paradise.
Musa's is one of my favorite albums.
The Bird of Paradise, you could do aroid.
Did I not put up cactus? I didn't put up cactus candy.
Oh, okay, Erica's putting up the cactus candy now. What is the Musa? I feel like there's a different. What type of plant is the Musa?
I don't know. I'm curious about that. Oh, good, Myra. I'll look into that. Tell me who. Will vermiculite keep ferns moist longer?
No.
What you could do for ferns and what we do here with a lot of our plants that we keep outside is, like, even if it's not a general purpose soil that we would put our plant indoors with, if it's going to be kept outside, we use the general purpose, which you would be using that with your ferns anyway.
Musa would be a general purpose.
Musa no. I don't think that's anything we've ever sold.
Well, here's another good trick that you can guide.
Let me look that up.
If your soil, if
banana
you know
tree. Duh.
If you know your watering, so if you know your watering frequency, so like topsoil to 25 to 50, 75 or 100% dry, you can actually choose the right soil here. So let me tell you, if you know your plant needs to just let the topsoil dry out in between watering down to 25%, that's general purpose. 25 to 50% is more of your aroid mix. 75 to 100% is more of your aroid mix or cactus soil. So if you're at a straight 100%, if your plant needs to dry out 100% between watering, you're using cactus soil.
Musa is that banana tree. We've only had those once.
Yeah.
So I was caught off guard with that name.
Yeah, me too.
What's the soil?
General purpose. Yeah.
That's what we have.
That's a 25%er.
We need to pot ours up.
I know. Right out there. I brought the shovel home.
Oh, good.
Get them potted.
Oh, good. All right. I put up the expedited shipping in case anyone's into that. Common sold 101, and then weather insurance, of course, 100. We've been having less and less heat packs.
'Tis the
I haven't
season.
even heard them say the word extreme in the whole day today.
How are you guys doing up there in Minnesota and Michigan
I
and
know.
whatnot? Huh?
What's the weather doing for y'all? Because
No,
it's
and I
not bad.
saw Nikki that someone had asked about I don't know if it was your peperomia soil, but peperomia, kind of like Ripsalis, is another one of those plants, those families that are just so vast.
There's a lot of different types.
There's a lot of different types, so I need to know which ones to recommend the soil.
So we always recommend, or we always reuse, or sorry, don't reuse our soil. We throw it out into the forest. But I know that a lot of people want to recycle their soil, and Tanner did do a video on that. If you just Google Tanner the planter reuse soil, it'll come up.
Yeah, basically you need to dry it out 100% bone dry. It's going to kill off all the fungus. Then you
Bake
add
it.
back in the Bigfoot mycorrhizae to make it living again.
Yeah,
So if you want to reuse it, that's the way to do it.
that's the way to do it. Okay, let's give them 5 minutes to check out. Now is the time, you guys. And we will, bake it.
Yeah, you can bake it or leave it outside. Again, the problem is with reusing soil is you don't know what's in it, pathogens and fungus and all that. You just have no idea. So you can recycle the soil, but if it's still wet, that's what's going to harbor the fungus and the pathogens that may harm your plant when you reuse it. But if you let it just completely dry it out, so what I'll do is I'll either bake it or I'll put it outside in the sun. I'll just spread it out on the table or whatever and just let it sit out for a day, and the sun just dries it 100% out, and then it's free. All of the pathogens and fungus can't live in a dry environment, and then you can reuse it. I add the Bigfoot granular back in, mix it all up, and then you have living soil. Once again, you can reuse it that way.
If you're asking about fiddly figs, it's Ficus Fantasy.
Yep, and you can always look up, Google Tanner the Planter, Fiddly Fig, or Ficus Care. And the watering recommendations, the lighting recommendations, the fertilizer recommendations, the soil, it'll all come up.
There was a question here. Let me see. Can you repeat the percentages for the soil mixtures?
Topsoil to 25 is general purpose. 25 to 50, 75% is your aeroid, generally speaking, or your ficus. And then your 100% dry is your cactus soil.
Yes. That's so smart how you think of it like that. I just started thinking of it like that, but that's so helpful for the repot.
Thought about it for the staff, because they're all really well acquainted with the watering.
That's what I'm saying. It's really smart for the repot station area.
Mm-hmm. The store.
Yeah, Danielle, it's always good if y'all can tell like the full story, because there's people on here that are on here for the first time, and it's not good for them to see that you're talking about having a shipping fatality and then there's no like actual full picture of what
because the
happens.
truth is we ship around 1,000 plants a week and we have less than 1% failure rate, which again, if you guys are in this any shipping industry, you know that a less than 1% failure rate is insane for any product, but a living product is just bonkers.
Yeah.
An acceptable failure rate for most industries is about 5 to 12%.
And we know that y'all recover a lot of those plants because on our reflection and connection calls, we see a lot of the plants that
we do see a lot of you guys that were.
And y'all are bragging about how good they're doing and how terribly they showed up. And we're like, well, we knew that was going to recover.
Some of those, I pull up the old emails where you guys are bad mouthing us and all these things. And I'm like, and then I see in your reflection calls, it's like this big, beautiful plant now. I'm like, hey, you guys, 2 months ago, you were talking the most trash about us. And the plant is now beautiful, wanting a refund and everything. And now the plant is beautiful.
And we're like, wow,
settle down a little
we
bit.
Remember those.
Settle down a little bit.
Those hurt us. Those hurt us in the pocketbook. But that's what happens. And we know that we would do the same thing. I mean, we would try to recover the plant too. If it was one we really wanted.
I would just recover it. I have the confidence to just grow anything I want. So I know that when I'm buying a living thing, I'm just buying the potential. Because I know I'm going to be keeping this plant for decades.
Yeah.
I don't really care about what it looks like when it shows up on my door.
If you haven't left us a Google review yet, please do that. We had the most ridiculous one today I think I've ever seen. Basically, she said 2 things that just didn't make sense. She gave us a 1-star review because her plant was too full. and we should have pruned it before we shipped it to her. And then the second complaint was that it was obviously pruned before shipping.
Yeah, that was a really confusing one. It's too full because you didn't prune it, and then you should have pruned it before.
It was too mature of a plant.
Yeah,
is what she said.
it's a tough one, man.
It's really hard to get right in there and make everyone happy, you know?
Even yourself sometimes.
We try it.
Yeah.
We try though. We try.
We do.
All right, let's pick one winner.
Can you give a winner over here, maybe?
We sure are. Go read the review, Jean. I did my best to respond, but I was like, huh? What? Also didn't really give us an opportunity to do anything about it. She just hung up on our staff today on the phone and then left a nasty review.
There's the one with the trunk. I think Michelle was asking about that one.
The tea with dirt in it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
The dirty
time.
tea.
Yes. Let's
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna go on this side so I can't see anything.
Head over.
All right.
Let's see. I cannot believe how burnt you got. I didn't realize it.
Me either.
You said something about it, but I was like, whatever.
I wasn't feeling burnt. That's how it goes.
Does it feel burnt now?
Yeah.
When you get in the shower tomorrow, you're going to be like,
No, it doesn't.
Boy,
feel
howdy.
skin or anything. It just looks burnt.
oh,
I mean, I can feel the heat a little bit, but like when I scratch it or whatever.
oh my gosh, you're going to be making me even hotter tonight when you snuggle me.
I'll stay away, baby. As hard as it is.
You're so cute.
Just kidding. I won't.
No, I know you won't. He says he'll stay away, and then I feel him inching closer and closer, and I never complain because I've had a non-snuggly husband before. It's not that fun.
Shame.
And I don't have that husband anymore. Matter of fact.
Period.
All right, let's do this. 1 to 5, Tanner the Planner. 1 to 10.
3.
How about Don Colwell?
All right, Don.
You're the winner, Don. I
All right,
hope
so
you're
we're
not
gonna
asleep.
We're gonna refund your order as long as you're
Credit.
Or
She gets
credit. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
We're
It
gonna
is
credit.
the Juncus spiralis corkscrew.
Ooh, so this is what you're getting gratis.
Yes.
How about it, huh?
Congratulations.
How exciting. YouTube, what do you know?
Okay, yeah, that is exciting. Here, let me get this. I know Teresa's in bed. I've been a friend of Teresa's for 15 years.
That's our customer service.
She goes to bed at like 9 at the latest.
She is.
She might be up because I told her, we were texting about something else earlier, and I told her that we were going to go on a pop-up, and I think she thought we were a little crazy, but here we are anyway.
Yeah. Well, when we weren't able to really do the pop-up like we wanted to the other day, we were like,
I
okay,
know.
we got to just redo that one.
It really does. It messes with things. And tomorrow, oh my gosh, you guys, if you ordered the Platinum Mist Peace Lily, they came in today, and they're beautiful.
We showed them to you guys on the live when we were in Austin, but so we have our premium grower, one of the best growers in the entire country for indoor plants. We were at their greenhouse earlier this January, and we had them grow an entire crop of this new plant that just came out this past year, or in 25. And so, yeah, the whole crop we put out pre-orders for it, and they just showed up today. And when we saw them at the greenhouse, yes, they were impressive and they were beautiful. But when they showed up today, like you open up the box and you're like, bam, it like hits your eyes. It's really beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to see them. I shot a video of Erica today.
Well, the first time I opened the box, I
Yeah.
opened the box, Tanner was out there with his camera, and he's like, oh, let me get this.
Because Adam and I had already seen them, but Erica hadn't. And so I brought the box around and I closed it up for her so that she could reveal them for herself for the first time. So we took a little video. I'll be posting that tomorrow morning. But they'll be sending out tomorrow too.
Get on the wait list for those if you missed, because if we can, we'll order more from him.
Yeah,
But-
because he grew the crop for us, but he didn't ship us the entire crop. He said, he's like, I can grow these out to a 6-inch as well.
So there might be opportunity
Yeah.
for you to be able to get a pre-order. So don't be shy about that.
No.
Try to get on there, and if we can fulfill it, we will.
Absolutely.
You can't just order, 16 plants. You have to order 20, or you have to order in, they'll tell you 6-inch packs 12, 4-inch packs 30, 5-inch packs 15, you know. So we had to get a few extra, but there's not a lot extra. But get on there. It's called Platinum Mist Spathiphyllum. There you go. I don't know if I can put it up. There's probably not any numbers. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it's something you can. It's not.
Oh. Let me see if it's up here.
Oh yeah, it showed up.
Did it? Oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah, no.
It shows 90, which is what we pre-ordered. So I don't want
You can't put up that.
Yeah. Oh, it's up.
Oh.
No, that's not accurate. Don't order those.
I mean, we could get them, but it would
Maybe
be
probably not 89.
It would be a while. It would be another 4 months, 3 or 4 months.
Okay, so maybe they're still on there, but we don't have those numbers. I'm gonna go in there right now and change it. Hold on. Be right back. I'll be right back.
That's so crazy that it would say.
Well, it's because they're all on hold. You know?
Oh.
I don't know how this works. This is our first pre-order.
How interesting. How fun. Well, did you guys enjoy this little surprise pop-up? YouTube, how did you like it here? Let me see. I haven't been watching the YouTube comments down here. I have a lime tree potted indoors in Seattle. Good for you. That's nice.
Okay.
I know, lack of sun.
It
If I only
says
grow a
0
few
now,
flowers,
Corinne.
I'm new to this. What's the purpose of pollination? What's the purpose of pollination? Gosh, I feel like that's a Google question there, Sunshine7447. Pollination gets it to, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of different reasons for pollination. It kind of is difficult. I mean, it feeds the insect or the animal that is getting the pollen. So I guess that's a purpose.
There's a lot.
The blooming is a purpose. I mean, the flower, it should set seed or fruit, depending on the type of plant that it is. There are tons of reasons for pollination.
Kelly, my kind of girl. It's fun. We have, no matter what, we're going to get y'all soon too. If we have a night where we can't sleep, let's just go live do a pop-up sale. See who's on there. Why not?
Yeah, totally.
Tanner always can sleep. That's the XXX late night question.
What was?
The pollination.
Oh. I didn't think about that. That's funny.
So funny. Yeah, we're going to be on tomorrow on our regular live sale.
Yeah, that was funny.
You're so funny, Lisa.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll have a bunch of plants. The trucks just showed up today. I know Anichka was processing a bunch of plants.
We had a lot.
Yeah.
It is perfect timing in Seattle. We're like the people in New York City that think that they're the only city in the world. You know, I never think about how it's 2 hours behind back there. So
Minette, I don't think you can pollinate yourself. Minette.
That's another after dark.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess you kind of can.
Oh my gosh.
These days.
All right, you ready for bed?
But it's going to take more than a little shaking.
I bet you Adam's already out. Adam is up. He is the first one to be Victorian every day.
Adam lives about 45 minutes away from the Victorian, and he gets there
before anyone
around 6 o'clock every morning.
Gets
Old boy is up early.
Gets everyone ready to go. He stops by his Dutch bros. Adam is the kind of guy. I need to make my post about him tomorrow.
You guys should send him some Dutch Brothers credits or something. That guy's burning the early morning fuel.
Yeah. Why have we never thought to get him a Dutch Bros gift card?
He has like a blue drink that he gets
blue
every
milky
morning.
thing.
I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
I just can't imagine anyone. I can't imagine drinking blue in the morning to start my day.
Adam has to.
For some reason, brown
Someone's
is okay.
got to do it.
Brown is okay, but blue, I draw the line. It just seems unnatural. It's like I got to start my day off more mellow than that. Blue is more like a 2 to 3 p.m. thing.
Oh,
like
man.
If I got to get funky.
Blue?
I mean, I wouldn't do it still, but I mean, if I had to drink something blue, it would not be late at night or early in the morning.
Oh my gosh, you kill me. All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
And now it's time for bed.
Yeah.
And there's an Amber Alert. Jeez.
I don't even know where Caney, Texas is.
Caney, Texas. It's a 17-year-old male.
Eric Crenshaw.
He went of his own volition. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, dude.
17-year-old male.
Dude, just living life.
Wearing a
Leave
hoodie.
him alone.
He's trying to experience some things.
17, he's a man.
Did y'all see my post? Speaking of 17 and a man, did y'all see my stories today on Tanner's or Famous in Oregon's Instagram of our Packer Lane and his vintage Harley that he rides every day. In the room.
He's 18 and he drives a 1998 Harley Davidson to work every day, as long as the weather's appropriate.
And when he leaves, the whole neighborhood knows he's leaving. You can tell he loves it.
Oh yeah, he sits there and lets it rev for like 10 minutes. I think he's letting it warm up, you know. But homie is really milking it. And this morning or this afternoon at lunchtime, did you get a video of him at lunchtime?
Doing what?
Smoking a cigarette and eating out on his.
No, he was not.
Yeah, on his motorcycle. This 18-year-old, he's trying to pull chicks, I think, from the side road.
I don't think you can smoke at 18 in Texas.
Sure you can.
I thought you had to be 21. No. Really?
I mean, I'm not.
Do I need to call the cops on him?
He's got a Harley. You can smoke anytime you have a Harley. They give you the cigarettes with it. Yeah, he's smoking a cigarette on a Harley.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
One time he was smoking a cigarette on his Harley and eating a Pop-Tart, and I wish we could have had. That is like the perfect kid and adult thing at the same time. But you know,
his grandma's on here. Hope you didn't just.
That's right. That's so funny. Grandma, did you know Lane smokes?
Stop.
I talked to him about.
Quitting?
No, I talked to Lane today about his grandma and how much I enjoy her.
Oh, really?
I said
you enjoy his grandma.
I like his grandma.
He likes older women.
I do. There are some people. Do you guys know
She's on.
Hey. So,
hey, don't tell him we told you that, Jackie. It's a secret.
Yeah, you know, there are a lot of people. Well, there aren't a lot of people, but do you know that feeling, you guys, where you meet somebody for the very first time and you just feel comfortable around them? You feel just 100% natural around them. That's their entire family.
Joel, Chandra,
yeah,
Jackie, Wayne,
all of them.
I saw you and Lane walking, and I was like, I always think of him in parallel with Nora because they have so many commonalities. And I thought when I saw y'all walking out there to do the greenhouse today, how different things would have been if she would have just been a boy. Like you could have taught hunting, you know, all those things.
Yeah.
I mean, she's precious, but I'm glad she's a girl. But like, we didn't have children together. So, you know, I don't know what a kid with you would have been like. Like, would it have been a Lane riding a Harley, or would it have been, you know, like what? I don't know.
I probably wouldn't have encouraged my child to get on a Harley. I'm just going to be honest.
Look, Jackie, I know nothing.
Yeah, there you go, Jackie. There you go.
Yes. That is nice.
No, we enjoy your grandson very much.
He is a great person.
He asked me today, he's like, I'm smart, right?
He's so
and
smart.
I'm like, dude, yeah.
He's so smart.
Of course you are. He was talking about the positions that he wanted to go to in the military.
Oh yeah, he's going to the Marines.
And how, you know, they offered him these positions, but it's not what he wants to do. And these other positions, you know, you got to be kind of smart and whatever. And he's like, I'm smart. And he's like, am I smart? Right?
Well, he has to have already tested.
I'm like, yeah, dude, you're smart.
Yeah, he already has to know what, like.
I don't know if he's book smart or not, but again, you can tell when you're around somebody they're with it, you know.
And literally, you tell him once, and he's a leader. He's a natural born leader.
Yeah.
He has no problem whipping around his coworkers that have been there much longer than him. He's fair. I never see him on his phone.
No. Well, he plays music a lot,
but I don't see him texting.
No, I don't see him as much. No.
Anyway, enough about that.
Yeah, we're going to bed, you guys. We will. We'll see you tomorrow. We have we're doing our. Regular. So this was a pop-up. We do our regular live sales every Tuesday and Saturday at 6:30. But throughout the week, we'll just pop up any random time and do this. So that's what this was. Yeah. All right, you guys. We will see you later.
I don't know about y'all either, but I prefer the typical. I'm not a fan of the vaping. I don't like seeing that. I don't like smelling that. I don't like being around that. I'm like, just go smoke a cigarette, dude. Get it over faster and don't be on it all day.
It's the opposite of cool.
Yeah.
Do they not make a vape that's just a cigarette? Look at that. That's what they should do.
That's not my life.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That was fun, babe. It's kind of fun to go late. isn't this my last name? Oh, we're still on live on YouTube. I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's right. How funny. Leslie Laughter.
Isn't that cute?
That's wonderful. All right, what'd you guys think of the live show? Huh?
Wasn't that fun? I forgot that y'all are still here. Checking in. Chi-Town. Hey, Chi-Town checking in. I have a lime tree. We don't know anything about lime trees, Sunshine 7447. We are houseplant tropical people.
That's one that was asking about pollination.
Ah, okay.
All right, you guys.
That's it. Good night. If you think that was fun, maybe we'll do it again.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.